Right, we've got a passenger here who wants to say a few comments about Great Manchester. Off you go, Ma.
Right. I was just saying it's terrible what happened, and everyone in Manchester and everyone around is a little bit shaken.
They are.
Just worried about everyone that was there.
People, this is one of the Uber heroes I've been talking about. Now just look at all this stuff. Why have you got all this stuff in the car?
Basically what we're going to do is we're going to go round, we're going to feed the emergency services, we're going to feed the people who are still looking for the parents, still in the hotels, they're sat in A&E, they've not eaten, they need help. We're going to go round, sort them out. The guy who's sat in the ambulance on a 14-hour shift, who's not at because he cares about you lot, we're going to feed him.
And how much do you get paid for this today?
0.
No, absolutely nothing. So you're doing this for the goodness of your heart?
Only for your love.
Oh, there you go, people. I'll just show you, and when I talked about Uber heroes, this is the one. Look at this. All this is costing, say, for £40, and he's done it for the goodness of his heart. So I'm personally going to give him shake your hand.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happened last night?
Very horrific.
People on the roads crying, everything. I had phone calls off drivers. They said, you know, oh, it'd be busy, it'd be surging, it'd be this, it'd be that. Them drivers who came out, I'll tell you now, they switched their app off.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's a lot.
They switched the app off. They went around, the people crying, they were on the road, they had no money. The money they had was in the handbags or whatever.
They've left him there.
They've left it. They didn't have a phone because the phones, them iPhones, you've dropped them yourself. You've smashed. You know what I mean? No communication, no money.
Yeah.
You're probably 16, 17.
Yeah.
Some of them are 14 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. And you're telling me if that was your daughter, your sister, or whatever, you would leave them on the road. You won't take them wherever.
Yeah.
One thing I did do is I got a pen and paper and I wrote free taxi. Yeah. If needed.
Right.
Right. So if you don't need it, fair enough. It's there. My hand's out. If you want it, take it. And within a couple of hours of me driving up and down, streetcars drivers had them on, Uber drivers had them on, all New Link drivers had them on. You name it, everyone had them on.
So they actually went in to strangers and come out family?
No, that's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
With Manchester, we are a big family.
Yeah. So they went in as they went into the arena like strangers, but when they all come out, everyone saw as family to be looked after.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter who you are. We're there. You know what I mean? But what's happened is a nightmare.
It is.
I'm still shaking now. Me thinking about it, my heart's like that.
Yeah.
Heart's like that.
It's our town, isn't it?
It's our town, it's our place.
Yeah.
How dare they come here and do it? How dare they? And we will stand together.
Yeah.
And we will show them that they cannot mess with us. They cannot.
Because that's what they want to do. They want to terrorise people and change people's way of thinking.
But when people do that, we're like glue. We will get harder and harder.
Yeah.
And we will not break. Because every time they try something, it pushes the glue.
Yeah.
And we become stronger. We become a unity. Doesn't matter about religion, creed. Doesn't matter what you believe in. We're here. and we will show them.
Yeah. And that's why he's our Uber hero. He's the star of this video. Without people like him,
I'm not a hero.
you are, trust me, you are a hero. Doing stuff like this.
The heroes are you guys. Because I only sent one message and everyone came.
Yeah.
That shows we've got a Uber family, we've got Uber ex-family members who are still on our groups, who used to work for Uber and they don't anymore. But they're part of us.
Well, I do believe Uber, if you did work last night, I've been told, it says on the update, if you work with Uber, the search were cancelled and they're doubling whatever you earned last night. But if everyone's doing it for free, which they should do.
It's good of them.
Yeah.
But if you did switch the app on last night, it was useless.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they didn't
pick anybody from
right?
Uber.
Yeah.
No one's going to pick anyone up from Uber because the roads are closed. I had people pinging me in Victoria Station.
Yeah.
You know, without even being here last night, could you get to Victoria Station?
No chance. You couldn't get down the street.
But every time you cancel, it logs you out.
Yeah.
It logs you out of the system. So if Uber did care, they would send a message saying, don't work. Come and help.
Yeah.
Instead of coming afterwards and saying, actually, because you've already done it, we pay you now. Well, why didn't we just say that in the first place? And get them drivers who do come out, who have kids, who have commitments, who can't afford to come out. Because I'm lucky I can come out, I've not got kids, I can come out, I can do this free of charge.
Yeah.
But you've got some people who've got a mortgage or whatever, and they can't do it. So if Uber turned around to them and said, you know what, we charge you double, and we will change the pickup locations like Manchester United, where you can pick up from certain points.
Yeah. They're not going to charge the customer double, they're going to give you double.
Yeah.
But
That's what they've said.
Charge.
But they shouldn't, they should. So everyone get out there, do it for free. This is Manchester, help everybody. Like you've done. Like these guys have done. These are the heroes.
See you later, mate.
We were supposed to be protesting about the low fares, and we want to know what happened this morning.
AJ, he was here in the morning.
I've explained. I've done my interview.
Yeah,
It's over to you, sir.
Tell me what's happened this morning, how you feel about it.
I went to sleep actually before all this happened.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning with my phone bombarded with messages, phone calls. As being a GMDF committee member, we called an urgent committee meeting. All the guys from the committee met up, and we decided we already had contribution towards the protest. As you were guest as well, you were coming to the protest. We cancelled the protest, and we had contribution from drivers towards the cost of banners and ad van and stuff like that. Instead, all the committee decided that all them funds will put it towards food, drinks, fuel for the drivers to help anyone who's affected with this, to get them home safely. We've been in contact with the Greater Manchester Police, Manchester Council. They've got our direct numbers if they need anyone picking up, dropping off from hospitals, any affected families. We've got 200 drivers active waiting for a phone call to help the local public, the local community. We love Manchester. To give it back to Manchester, that's what everyone's like.
It's like here, you're giving out food and drinks to the emergency services. Anyone who needs it.
Emergency services, they've been out for nearly 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know, they are putting their, you know, the whole life online for us, you know, and that's what we're here for. We've got hot drinks, we've got cold drinks, we've got Red Bulls, chocolate bars, protein bars, and we're handing them out to the emergency. All the police officers stood there on the side of the roads for our safety. We're going to them and giving them sandwiches, drinks.
See, a lot of my subscribers don't actually see all this, do they? All they see is take care of yourself, buddy.
Move, yeah? Okay, video.
Okay. All my subscribers don't actually see what we actually do. They just think we just get in their car and take them wherever they want to go. Stuff like this will open their eyes. We're all human beings, aren't we?
We've all got hearts in us.
Yeah.
And life teaches us love and peace.
Yeah.
And on a day like this, the local businesses, local taxi drivers, Uber itself, you know, they've offered double pay. So whatever rides you've done today morning, if you earn £50, they've turned that into £100. That's their way of helping, you know.
What about, and they're charging Uber fees as well on top of that?
They are charging Uber fees, but they've doubled the fare what you've earned, and at the same time, they switched off surge.
Yeah.
So there was no surge since last night, and they're still switched off.
Okay.
And the other local companies are offering their bit as well. And Greater Manchester Driver Forum is offering fuel for the drivers who are helping. So they've put their time in, we'll put the funds in, so we work together as a team.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Well, sad day. Sad day for people in Manchester and the rest of the UK and the rest of the world. Yes, there's been another incident in the UK, in Manchester Arena. A concert was playing and ended and everyone were coming out and there was an explosion. And up to now, when I've done this video, 22 people died, have lost their lives, and 60 odd injured. Some of them is children. Very sad today. And today I was going to do this video about we was planning to protest in Manchester about the low fares in Uber, but because of the recent events we have cancelled the protest because it's not the right day to do it. We will do it in a later date, but today our support is for the police, the firemen and ladies, the nurses, the doctors, and all the families of the victims of people who's been affected by this, and all the Uber drivers, I would say, in Manchester. Sorry, it's just upsetting because some of them were children, young children, going to enjoy themselves with their mum and dad, and something like this happened. Now, there was quite a lot of Uber heroes. When this happened, the drivers was waiting outside of the arena, ready to take these people home. And they realised what happened, and these Uber drivers took them for free. And transported the people who were scared out the city somewhere safe. So, well done to all the Uber drivers last night at Manchester Arena who helped all the people who needed you. Great community. And it wasn't just Uber drivers, it was bus drivers, private hire drivers, black taxis, cabs. There's other people, normal people off the street helping them. And calm now, you're fine. I say I'm a big softie at heart. I don't like anything like this happening, especially on my doorstep. It's only 6 miles away, this arena where I live. I've got 2 little girls who was fast asleep at the time, and I was near enough fast asleep when this happened. I was woke up by the wife around about 4 telling me what happened. Shock. I know it's happened in London and other parts of the world, but it's happened on my doorstep. Well, the good thing is that Uber drivers have united and said we're not doing a protest today, it's not the right day, which well done to you people. And there have also been people who've been involved in Ubers from the hospital who've been the victims or injured in that way. They're giving them free rides. So there is Uber drivers, there is community out there, there is loyalty, and we do care about passengers. Sometimes you might not think so, but when something like this happens, we're all there. We all have to protect each other and our own communities. And that's the only way to beat them. It really is. To all stick together, no matter what faith you are, no matter what colour you are, where you come from. End of the day, we all piss in the same pot, don't we? We're all human beings, and all it takes is some madman, some person who wants to hurt other people, to do something like this. Because really, what they designed to do is make us weaker, but in fact, it makes us stronger. When something like this happens, everyone comes together and supports each other. It just shows you at MEN Arena was everyone was helping each other. Before all these people went in to see the concert, it was the same old rule, dog eat dog, let me get there first, push past people. But when it actually happened, we was together, we was a team, we all worked together, Uber drivers, bus drivers, the staff, even the victims, even the people at the concert, all worked together as a team. So it didn't make us weaker, it made us stronger. So I hope you join me today, people. I've got a ping. Now let's cheer ourselves up. Well, I've got a ping and it's 12 minutes away. It's a bit too far for me to travel. I'm not going all that way. Right. We're going to have a minute silent, people. If you want to join me, let's have a minute silent for the victims and the families who've been involved. Thank you, people. Hopefully that was a minute because I haven't got a clock and it's just a personal guess. Now, if Uber is watching, I asked Uber to, let's just say, because all the drivers did all this specials from last night, let's hopefully Uber recognises this and puts like an announcement out through the app saying well done to the drivers who looked after the people in Manchester. All I ask you to do that, and maybe we could have a one-to-one interview, not about anything to do with the current situation, about the drivers, about what they did to help genuine people out. It's good publicity for them, it's a positive step. Maybe a small donation to a charity of Uber's choice to help people in Manchester would be appreciated. You never know, they might be watching. But remember, people, they're designed to make us weaker. But let's be stronger. Let's stick together. I know we live in a real world where dog eat dog, but I don't live in that world. I live in a world of community, looking after people, being nice to people. Because at the end of the day, we're human beings. Let's stick together, let's look after each other, and let's work together. Right, thanks very much, people. I appreciate that if you watched to the end and you've done a minute silence for all the victims of Manchester. You lot are great, by the way. Thanks for subscribing, and please share this video with people or on your Facebook or your friends, and let's all stick together. Let's try and make something positive out of this situation. Let's be stronger together. And Uber, if you are listening to me, get in contact. Let's do an interview, only a short one, and let's mark the respect of all them Uber drivers and other people in the emergency services and general public. I'm saying thank you. because sometimes it needs to be said. It really does. Well, thanks to them Uber drivers, who I call them Uber heroes, who've gone out of their way to help people like you and I, normal public, and they've done it for absolutely nothing. They're getting no money. They're even not getting a wage that particular day. They've actually done this to help the community. Thumbs up to you people. Also, we did get a response off Uber, and it says, if you were doing trips in the city following the incident, we would like to thank you for your help to get people where they need to get, such in this awful time. As in the case with serious incident, Uber dramatically the prices stops the surge, which they did. They did stop the surge, and they disabled the surge on the app. However, as I say, a thank you to the people who did take people home last night and the early hours. They're doubling the cost of the trip. Not for the passenger, but for the driver, so they're doubling it. So if you did a trip last night from anywhere around Manchester, let's say it was £10 what the passenger pays, Uber will double it to £20. But please note, I want to know that, please note, a lot of drivers turned the apps off and did it absolutely voluntary. So there's no record of the trips being met. So they did a few hours, as I said, one of them gentlemen in my last interview, he rung all these Uber drivers out, tell them to get out, tell them to help the public, and they didn't even turn the Uber app on. And so them drivers, unfortunately, will get nothing. It's sad, isn't it, when you do a good turn, and if you didn't charge the people, you get nothing. Well, it's sad. Also, they said, thank you for doing your part in the aftermath of such a terrible incident. Stay safe, be vigilant, and call 999 if you need anything. Or if you see anything you're concerned about one of your riders, call 999. Best wishes, the Uber team. Terrible day for terrible day for the drivers, terrible day for Manchester, terrible day for everyone really. So I must admit, Uber has done their little bit, I suppose. They've doubling the fares of who was involved last night, which is always a bonus, always a nice gesture to do. Hopefully they get in touch with me and give a donation to Manchester, whichever charity, do an interview with you, and that would be appreciated. It does show that they do care. So it's a big corporation company, and they recognised the incident last night, and have actually give extra money for the drivers. So well done so far. Okie dokie, and that's the end of it, people. I'm going to leave you with a song at the end. Now, I recorded this in the city of Manchester. It was a street performer. It was just a nice song, nice young lady singing a song. Made me think of all them victims. I know it's an extra long episode today because of the incident. I want to document everything so everyone can see. I want to say thank you for the passenger who starred on it, and thank you for the 2 Uber heroes, and also a personal thank you to Uber as well for helping the drivers with the extra money. Appreciate that. Well, we pick our sticks up and carry on, as they say. Thanks very much, people. Uberman signing out.
I'm running in, hey.